Classic Hit Country 103.9 The Maverick with Kirsch and Emily. It's that time of year. Did your husband get out and mow yet?
No, not yet. But I was looking at the grass yesterday and I was like, ooh, it's about that time.
Is it getting long at your place? I already had to mow. I had to do it this past weekend.
Was it cold?
No, it was actually pretty comfortable. It was pretty nice.
You know, my husband won't start mowing until the neighbors start, and he has to compete with them.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's a guy thing, and that's so true because a few of mine did, and then I was like, oh, that looks so nice. I've got to do mine now, too. So I did this past weekend, and
Well, how do you guys decide who starts the trend?
I don't know.
Who starts the competition?
It's like the one guy who's not busy on the street. He's like, oh, I got nothing to do. I'll go mow my grass. And then all of us are like, oh, crap. Now I have to do it too.
40 seems like good weather to go mowing. Is that what goes through your mind?
It was not 40 this past weekend. It was like 65 when I was out there on Sunday.
Was it? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I was actually surprisingly out this past weekend.
You left your house?
I know, right? It's crazy. But I didn't feel the 60-degree weather you're talking about, so I kind of think you're crazy.
Well, I was out there in it, and it was 60-something. So, I just wanted to see if he did, because we talked about that last week, and there's dude pressure when the other mowers come out. It's like, oh, I got to get to it. I seriously considered this year for the first time, just with kids and sports and band and all that. Yeah, I was just like, you know what? I might sell my mower and take that money and hire somebody to just cut it every week. So
I was going to say, I know someone who would buy the mower. However, your mower is very small for our property.
I've never had someone call my mower small before. That was kind of a...
I'm sorry. I should have added the no offense to it.
As the man here, that hurts.
Sorry. I apologize for hurting your feelings so early
mower. I only have
Tuesday.
a half acre.
I know, so I can't help. I can't help.
Okay, well, somebody would buy it.
Yeah, not someone out here out where I live in Johnstown.
Right. Well, somebody in Johnstown has a small yard, I guarantee it.
It's true. That's true. So
Emily just brought up a word that I want to address for just a second, if that's okay.
Gosh. Okay, yes.
It's Classic Hit Country 103.9 The Maverick with Kirsch and Emily. You said you wanted to normalize something, and that word's become weird because I feel like people are saying that they want to normalize things that just aren't normal most of the time.
Okay, you are correct. However, I think that we should normalize this, what I'm about to discuss, okay?
Okay.
Because, this to me seems like it should be normal, let me just say. So I want to normalize not opening gifts in front of people at bridal showers or baby showers. Do you know how awkward it is to have people watch you? Okay, so my bridal shower, right? I opened gifts in front of everyone, and I felt so bad because the Kirsch girls were my flower girls, and I got a very inappropriate gift, and I opened it, and your two little ones are sitting next to me. Meanwhile, I'm embarrassed. Mrs. Kirsch is laughing like it's totally fine, and I was thinking like, okay.
And at this point, they were what, like 7 or 8?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, they're being the best little flower girl helpers ever, and I am opening this inappropriate gift. However, at my baby shower, I was like, I put my foot down. I was like, no, I'm not opening gifts, which you were there. There were a lot of people anyway. That would have taken forever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no, I don't like it. And I think it's weird. And what if I don't like a gift and I have to act like I do? Did
that happen at either of them? Okay.
Yes. And I don't know. But I mean, I'm grateful everyone comes out and they give us, a gift for our baby or for our future. But I just think it should be normal not to open gifts.
The gift you didn't like, was it from us?
No, I loved all your gifts.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I know you're just saying that, but anyhow.
No, I'm not actually.
So yeah, I can see what you're saying. Like, I can't imagine. Is it kind of the same feeling when you're at a bridal shower, your own bridal shower or baby shower, and you're opening gifts? Is it the same feeling as when people are singing happy birthday to you?
Yes, and it's so weird. And also, I mean, I like to see what people get, but a lot of people don't like to see what they get.
Right.
You can just also go look at the registry and see what they got.
Yeah, I guess you could do that.
So I think this is something we could normalize, and I can use the word for.
What about at kids' birthday parties? Should they open the presents in front of everybody?
I don't think gifts should be opened in front of everyone because kids want to play. They don't want to sit and see. I mean, well, I guess maybe they do, but, they can come back later or stay till after the party if they really want to see.
Have them eat cake while the presents are being opened or pizza or whatever.
It's weird. At Brady's, we didn't open gifts for people, I mean, it's just weird.
Yeah. I can see that. And now that we related it back to sitting there while people are singing happy birthday to you, I can totally get that feeling because that's the worst.
Yes. It's just, what do you do? What do you do with your hands?
It's even worse when it's in a restaurant. You're wearing a sombrero.
Oh, has that happened to you? It has not happened to me.
Yes.
Is that a personal story?
I can still sing the Chi-Chi's birthday song.
That's so funny. Oh, Chi-Chi.
Happy birthday. Happy. Okay, I'll stop singing. Today is tax day, and we talked about this a little bit earlier, and I can't wait to hear what this story is because people will come up with interesting ways to make money, and unfortunately, you've got to pay taxes on most of them. But I don't know about this lady here. You said, what is this?
Okay, so this woman is a stay-at-home mom, which they deserve, honestly, paid regardless, right? Because they do a lot of work. Being a stay-at-home mom is not easy.
I read not too long ago, like if stay-at-home moms like had an appropriate salary for the work that they do, it was like $115,000.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I actually think it should be more, if we're being honest, but that seems acceptable for now. So this woman, she detailed the $2,700 a week bill she charges her husband as a stay-at-home mom. I mean, I can't even imagine charging my husband for something. Can you?
Wait. So she does all the stuff and then she sends her husband a bill?
Yes. So she made a video about charging her husband for her stay-at-home mom services, detailing prices like $35 a load for loads of laundry, $20 loads of dishes. Obviously, this went viral, so she's going to make money off that. But she said the video was a joke, and the intention is to bring more attention to stay-at-home moms. But I don't really think it is a joke. So she also charges $60 per bathroom per clean, twice per week, $100 for cleaning 2 or 3 times a day. She cleans the floor, which is understandable. 5 days per week, $800 homeschool tuition per week, $150 per child pickup and drop off. I mean, this list goes on and on. Like, that's insane, or is it a genius
yeah
thing?
So I'm kind of thinking that right now because it seems insane on surface level, but if this might be genius, and I'm thinking of this on tax day in particular, because if she's writing him an invoice, maybe she's writing him an invoice as like a 1099 employee or something like that. Or if he has a home office, a lot of times you can get a tax break for a home office for, trash removal and, cleaning service and that kind of stuff. So it could be that these people figured out how to get a massive tax break. I don't know how that would work. I'm not a tax expert, but
I would love to know so I can start charging my husband.
I'll send Mrs. Kirsch $1 million invoice a month. They'll be like, these people are, broke. But
I feel like technically, as a mom, I'm working 3 jobs because I'm cleaning up the floor all the time.
Yeah, right?
Because my son thinks it's funny to throw food right now.
I don't know if this is crazy or genius. It's one of the two for sure.
Let us know what you think. Text us at 991-1039 because I can't decide either. I just kind of want to try it and see how far I go.
It's got to be a tax expert listening. Oh, Emily, do you remember the good old days back when you were young and had a simple tax return and you got money back?
I was so excited back in those days.
When it comes to taxes, are you the type to get them done right away as soon as you get all your paperwork together, or do you wait?
I think we drop off our taxes in an appropriate amount of time. So it's just more like one of those things I dread doing.
Yeah.
And it's also because, my husband owns a small business. It's not like we have to pay all the time. And how is that fair? I just need to know.
He needs to get a new accountant or something like that.
No, I think that's just how it works, unfortunately.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of offshore account they can put their money in.
That sounds super illegal, and I don't feel like going to prison. Not jail, prison. Thank you for that advice, Kirsch.
You know what kind of piles of money y'all are sitting on over there in Johnstown?
Funny. Oh, okay.
Private island out there in the Caribbean.
Oh, I mean, it does look like an island about at least 10 months of the year.
Yeah, your flood. No, so I don't think a lot of people enjoy tax day. I remember when I was younger, I always used to get money back, and I would look forward to tax day. I was like, all right, it's coming up, and as soon as I got my W-2, now this is when I had like a job and an apartment, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah. not life expenses, stuff like that.
Right. And now it's like every single year, it's like, God, how much are we going to owe? And we've tried every loophole we can find, but it's just like every year we end up paying it. It drives me nuts.
I will never forget when I got married, my husband looked at me and he was like, you're going to really miss getting money back from your tax return. And I was like, thank you.
Did that happen when you were married filing jointly?
Yeah.
All of a sudden you had to pay?
Yep. But I mean, I get it. It's okay. There's a lot of other perks I'll take throughout the year. So I'm just going to start doing, you've never seen Poops Creek, right? So
I love that you call it Poops Creek.
I'm too scared
because we don't know if we're allowed to say the actual name of the show on air.
Everyone knows what I'm talking about when I say that.
Poops Creek,
I don't know if you've ever seen it, but there's this great episode where David, the son, and it goes, well, it's a write-off. I got this face cream because it's a write-off. And I love that. And it lives rent-free in my head so often because I think about how I wish I could just say that for everything.
It's a write-off.
It's a write-off. What do you know? Like, the government lets me write it off.
You have to write so much off now in order to get money back. Like, it's ridiculous. So you'd have to buy a ton of stuff.
Wish I could live like that. You say I live in a fantasy land.
Poops
Not like
Creek.
That.
That's my favorite every time you bring that show up.
Great show. Highly recommend.
We've been talking about this a little bit this morning because you brought it up earlier about how uncomfortable it is when you're at a baby shower or a wedding shower or if you're the subject of a party.
Yes. It's
and
very
how
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable it is opening gifts in front of everybody.
You judged me because I said, let's normalize it.
Yeah.
Yes. So that brings me to this next topic, societal rules that people think we should quit. And I agree with some of these, actually.
That was on this list about opening gifts and things, right?
Yes, it was. So glad I'm not the only one, Kirsch.
Where was that? I saw it. Somebody said, opening gifts in front of people should just be, there it is. Thank you. It should be acceptable to respectfully decline gifts. Why do we have to pretend to like something, take it home, and save it to re-gift later? Just be like, I don't like this.
Thanks for trying. I appreciate the thought.
If I gave you a gift, would you ever do that?
So I'm the wrong person to ask because I think anyone who takes time to give a gift to me it's thoughtful and it means a lot. So I would still take it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I would probably sit there and go, do you know me at all?
What if I brought you like a pack of hot dogs and I was like, I got you this gift. I thought you'd love it. Would you be like, oh, thanks, Kirsch?
Oh, I figured you were just going to give me that just to let me relive my memory of throwing up in the Kauffman Stadium parking lot.
Oh, no. No, I'm just like, that was the worst gift I could think to give.
Oh.
So I just wanted to see what you would think.
Well, I would have turned that into, I thought you were just listening to me when I've told you stories, but I guess not.
What are some of the other ones that made this list? Things that we should quit as a society.
That women should be polite and be considered ladylike. No, if you're rude, I'm going to tell you you're rude.
Yeah, why not? I mean, just be straight up.
Yeah, I'm not going to be ladylike. If you're not nice, I'm going to tell you you're not nice. The no double texting rule, I double text all the time. I don't really care. That's never going to change.
What do you mean double texting?
So some people think it's too much to send someone like multiple texts in a row, even after they sent one. No, my thoughts keep going. I'm always going to do that.
No, there's two types of texting. There's the people that send a book, and then there's the people that send, 5 at a time. I'm a 5 at a time or 5 text person.
I'm curious if you agree with this one. Things that it's unacceptable to date a friend's ex. Just because it didn't work out for them doesn't mean it shouldn't work out for you.
Well, it depends on Depends on how much you want to remain friends with them.
Yes. Exes are, no, that's just breaking girl code, guy code, all of that. So I don't think we should quit that one. That's ridiculous. I don't know whoever submitted that one, but they're wrong.
I'm with you 100% on that. You don't date somebody's ex.
The last one, that blessing people when they sneeze. Listen, I always say bless you to someone who sneezes, but my husband does it like 3 or 4 times in a row. How many times do I need to say it? Honestly.
You should know by now how many times your husband sneezes and wait till it's over. And then
I sometimes do bless you times 3 or 4.
There you go. There's how you handle it from now on.
I guess
so you said you have a question for me this morning, and I love when these usually pop up because they're ones that I'm like, what are you talking about?
Have you ever experienced like a random act of kindness?
Yes.
Like a stranger just did a completely nice thing for you?
Yes.
Okay, when and what was that?
I've had them happen from time to time where I'm like, okay, that is really I'm trying to think of one offhand. I do remember one that I did for someone.
Okay. Did someone look at you weird? Like, why are you being so nice to me? What's your ulterior motive?
No, it was an older lady, actually, and I changed her tire. She had a flat tire, and I changed her tire for her. And she actually gave me $50. I didn't even realize she gave it to me, and she threw it in my car while I was changing her tire for her. And I got in, I'm like, there's $50. I don't need $50. So I got out of the car with the 50 and I walked it over to her, and she floored it and took off. She was like, no, that's for you. I'm out of here.
Because she probably figured you were going to do that.
Right, so, exactly.
I feel like I don't see that anymore. Or, okay, I'm the person, I would do something kind for a random stranger any day, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like we all now think that there's an ulterior motive, or we just don't accept the kindness because of society for some reason. Do you think that's true?
I guess it kind of depends on the situation. Like, if you're in a place, if you're in a bad spot like that, you've got a flat tire, you don't know how to change it, and somebody rolls up on you and says, hey, can I help? That's one thing. But if it's like somebody random at the mall or something, I'd be like, okay, what's your deal?
I think this is like a woman thing. And because I feel like if someone pulled up and tried to help me change a tire, I would be very nervous.
Really? Why is that?
I think it's just a woman thing. Like, you never know. Yeah. I mean, if it was like a state trooper or something, that's different. But and that's what's sad. I think it's really sad that I would be like that.
This lady was thankful.
Yes, but how long ago was that?
I don't know, 6 months.
Okay, well, never mind then, Kirsch. You're ruining my whole theory.
I was in a parking lot in Delaware.
Okay, well, it's also, but maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying, I think that the kindness, I think we need to accept more kind things from people and be kind and helpful to others. However, I think society has kind of dulled that down for some reason.
Maybe Delaware people are just less creepy than Johnstown people.
Okay, thank you. Maybe they are.
I'm kidding. I love you, Johnstown.
I just am trying to make a point that I'm clearly failing at.
No, I see how that is. Like, if random people anymore, I think we've all been taught to not talk to strangers for so long that it's like when a stranger walks up, it's like, I'm not talking to you, even if you want to help me.
So true. Right. Me, I talk to everyone, though. It's fine.
Emily, we touched on this not too long ago, and we were talking about how long it takes women in the bathroom, and you couldn't figure out why it takes so long, but it does.
And that's what's funny is I am a woman, and I take so long in the bathroom.
What's happening in there? Like, why does it take so long?
I honestly, I don't have an answer for you. Like, you think it would just be simple, but I want to know because the lines are always so long, and that's what I really don't understand.
Right. Yeah,
so,
what's happening behind those closed doors? Like, I don't
do you know how many times I have, at a concert or something, I have gone in the men's restroom because I can't wait in that line, and I don't understand, and I have no shame about it.
There's a lot of women who do that. Like, we'll walk into the men's room, and 9 times out of 10, all the guys are just like, okay, go.
Yeah, they didn't care. And also, the stalls are open, let's be honest. So it's just, I mean, but now I can use the excuse, it's 2025, don't question me. But it's
That's true.
Before, I don't care. I've got to go. And I will call all the women out. Why does it take us so long?
What about bedtime routines? Who gets ready for bed and in bed faster, you or your husband?
My husband. He can just hop on in bed, fall asleep like nothing matters. I have to get comfortable. I have to brush my teeth. I have to, make sure I have everything set up, my alarms, water next to the bed, everything. But no, he can just fall asleep.
I'm the same way.
Snoring away. What's that like?
I don't know. I've got my bedtime routine, brush the teeth, bathroom, wash hands, in bed, sleep. That's it.
And my husband doesn't understand because I'll start thinking of things at night that I need to do or things I forgot to ask. And he goes, why can't you just sleep? Why are you doing this at night? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I feel like I just have to remember all the things.
Is that a woman thing or is that an Emily thing?
I think it might be an Emily thing. But I don't know because some of my women friends do the same.
Just lay awake thinking about everything you didn't get done that day?
Yes.
I did that for a long time, to be honest. I did. Okay. And I would actually, you know what I would do? Eventually, it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I would either get up and do it then, so I would stop thinking about it, or I got to the point where I'm like, you know what? It's not going to change anything thinking about it. I'll just do
That's
it
true.
tomorrow.
Yeah, that's true. And I know that I'm my own worst enemy with that, but that's life. I'll get there.
From the time you say I'm going to bed to the time you actually get in bed, how much time passes?
Oh, I could do 30 minutes.
Solid 30?
Yeah, solid 30.
It's like 5 for me. All right, I'm going to bed. Boom, I'm in.
That's so nice.
Oh.
Well, I need to live that life.
Try it. It's great.
Okay, but I always also conveniently have to go to the bathroom right before bed, even if I just went. Don't
so
ask
do
me
most
why.
people.
Oh, I'm saying if I just went, I'll lay in bed, get comfortable, and then it's like, nope, gotta go again.
Which kind of goes back to our original point. Then you're in there for 15 minutes doing God knows what.
Exactly. And again, I wish I could tell you.
Am I going to win Traffic Jam Trivia today? Emily's going to ask 5 questions. I've got to go best 3 out of 5. Yes or no to 99,700. Does Kirsch win? Okay, you ready?
I am ready. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
All right, let's start off with one of your faves. What is Bono's real name?
Do you want to give me multiple choice or do you
I
just want me to
don't.
tell you?
I just want you to tell me.
It is Paul Hewson.
Okay. Wow. Yes. Good job. According to the
That was
Grammys.
way too easy. Come on.
I
What is
know, I know.
Bono's real name?
I don't know if you would actually know that.
All right.
According to the Grammys, who had the best country album for 2024? Do you want multiple choice on
Yes,
this one?
best. Wait, what is it again? According to the Grammys.
Who had the best country album for 2024?
Oh, God, it was Beyonce.
Yes, that is correct. I had to throw that in
Sorry, I didn't even need multiple choice on that. Oh,
What?
man. Okay, if I get this one, it's a
You
yes.
win. Yes.
Okay.
What rock icon was the founder of the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Long-Haired Men? Okay. Do you know this one?
No, please give me
Okay.
multiple choice.
Okay. David Bowie, Freddie Mercury, or Bon Jovi?
Okay, David Bowie didn't have long hair. Freddie Mercury had long hair for a while, but then went short. John Bon Jovi had long hair. John Bon Jovi.
Nope, Bowie. He did have long hair, by the way.
Oh, he did have long hair back in the day. That's
Yes.
right.
Yes. Okay. Wow.
Oh,
I
man.
thought you would-
Okay, I need to get one
Okay.
more.
What famous guitarist is known for playing with his teeth? Jimi Hendrix, Keith Urban, or Eddie Van Halen?
It's definitely not Jimmy, and it's definitely not Keith. It's Eddie Van Halen.
It's Jimmy.
Jimmy plays with his teeth?
That's what Google told me.
Stop it. I've never seen Jimmy play with his teeth. He's
Okay,
a
well,
left-handed guitarist, so he plays,
Oh.
he plays opposite everybody
Okay.
and
this
strings
last
his
one-
guitar the opposite way. Oh my God. This is terrible. I need to get one more.
Are you okay?
Yeah,
I'm really concerned about
If you texted yes, you may not be in the running for these
I'm
tickets.
sorry.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Do I go easy or easier for you?
God,
I don't know.
it depends on who you told people to text yes. So
Okay,
you
I'm
should
gonna
go
go-
easy.
I'm gonna go easy for you.
Okay.
What English rock star wrote the soundtrack for Tarzan in 1999?
Phil Collins.
Yes, there you go.
All right, that's a yes.
Wow.